Oh, hello! Right. This might be a little extreme. Oh, that is enormous. Oh. How many hits? Oh my god. Looking a bit wet. Lavishly wet, if I might say so. It's going in the drink. Oh, that looks a bit damp as well. That's going to be friendly fire. What are you doing? Oh no. Friendly fire on themselves. Oh, excellent news. No. No. Ah. Burn it. I love it when the enemy gets damp. Oh, flooding is coming in. Ah, yeah. Ah. Ooh. That one's neither done. That one just went kabang. Instant gaming is fantastic. I get my games from here. The game you are currently watching is probably on here as well. All for Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, all of it. What are you waiting for? Save yourself some money. There's a link in the description of this video. Just for your convenience. Click it now. Oh, hello and welcome to another MoisTea gaming video. We are Britain and we are murdering people. America got it, the Hungarians have had it, but we're now tickling the Portuguese. And a few other people of various sorts. If you have been following, you'll know what's been going on, but we've got many fleets floating around that all need refurbishing, and many conquests of various sizes and locations that I need to polish off. Let's get some work done, shall we? Definitely thinking I'm going to have to do some replacement ships in this and get some building done. But before that happens, I'm going to have to design them. So there's probably going to be some designing in this one. Hopefully they will include a new engine, various other improvements, including a 3,000 meter torpedo range of goodness. Various other upgrades. I definitely need a new battleship, a new light cruiser would be good, a new torpedo boat would be good. There's just so many good things that I need. So let's see how I get on. I'll plod away and I'll get back to you shortly. Currently got a few bits floating around, which I all need to organise. I don't even know what boats I've got anymore. Every port has a mine layer in it, or at least it should. I've got some shifting to do. I also need to be careful because I'm on the verge of war with Spain. Now that's ideal, that would be fantastic. But I need to get these repairs done and I need to get these refurbs done. 2 invasions are now completed. Hawaii is a mine. Pearl Harbor under British control. New Brunswick is also mine. Excellent part of Canada. Canada's being a little bit of a bastard though, I'm not going to lie. They are doing an invasion. They've got 23,000 men trying to go into... Where they're going? I don't know. Southern Alaska somewhere, possibly, maybe. I'm not too sure. A little bit of an annoyance. I don't know if I can do another naval invasion on them. Maybe I can. Well, I'll have a go. Let's see what happens. New technology, Harvey armor. Nice, that is going to be rather juicy with the brand new ships that we're going to build. Oh my god, Belgium has been conquered by the Netherlands. What? Oh, and there you have it. We have gained control of Portugal. We now have troops on the mainland. That is right lovely. That's a good supply port there as well. That's excellent. New engines. Ooh, an economizer. And ooh, that's good. A superimposed large gun. That means we could stick a large gun on a Babette. We've also grabbed Angola. Excellent news. More of Africa is mine. Ooh, exciting news. War has erupted between the Italians and the Spanish. Let's have a quick look-see. So the Spanish GDP is around 30. The Italians is nearly double. Oh shit. Oh dear. The yearly army budget is again nearly double. The navy budget Not quite double, but it's still a little bit knackered. Naval funds. Oh, Italy is not having a good day of that, I'm afraid, though. Total tonnage. Italy is far superior, I'm afraid. They have 9, whereas Spain has 2 battleships. Overall, it looks like Spain is vastly superior in that department. So where does that leave us? Well, we could do naval invasions, if they're just going to murder each other. I've got a few fleets ready. I'm going to stick one in the middle of the Caribbean. Do some things there, hopefully. The rest of the fleet isn't quite ready. Still got one ready fleet, but I'm going to send them over to Canada, see if we can invade them. They're still trying to murder me. Grabbing the Philippines has been a big goal. Currently, though, I need to get... Well, they're in the middle of refits, to be honest. Hopefully, we'll have that done relatively soon. Oh my god, things have just escalated. The Italians are now fighting on 2 fronts. They are at war with the Hungarian Empire now. Good thing for the Italians, we murdered the Hungarian fleet. See, they've only got 13 ships on the sea. However, combined, the Italians and the... Oh, the Italians and the Spanish have already had a fight. And the Italians look like they slapped Spain silly. Capital ship towers 2. Ooh, advanced periscope. Getting submarines will probably happen at some point. Ooh, another new one. Advanced naval formations. Excellent. Spain is now getting shafted by the Italians. It would happen to happen. That probably doesn't make any sense now I've said it. Oh my god. France, stop going for South America. What are you doing? I'm going to have to curb this at some point. This is getting ridiculous. Our government apparently wants to create an alliance with the German Empire again. Do we let them? They've tried this before. Oh, they've actually done it. Well, that's interesting, because that now means I can control their stuff. And we might even go to war with France. Ooh. Oh, ships damaged by enemy mines. Nice. Spanish and the Italians are murdering each other. Oh, here we go. Canada attacks us. Should we retaliate? Yes. Oh god, who's this? Samoa's new leader has been a knob. Yes, we'll invade them as well. Okay, so this is the situation in Canada. We're about to lose something. Not great, just because we've run out of men. However, we can now do a colonial conquest up here, which is going to be good. We've already got ships there. Hopefully that will give them a bit of a tickle to piss off and leave me alone for a bit. Oh, the colonial conquest is for the other Samoa island. I see. Well, we can get this ready fleet, by the way, over there and capture it. Slight issue. France is best buddy with Germany. That's not what we want. So at the moment, we're still looking at a potential land grab of Spain. Ooh, Italy's been whacked. Western Med. Transports have been slaughtered. Oh, thankfully we pushed back the Canadians' offensive. Oh no. Well, they're going for a different bit. God damn it. Now they're going for British Columbia. That is a bit of a nuisance. They have far more men there, but we are invading their bit, so I can't really blame them. Our fleet is on its way down to there. Ooh, big move. The Austro-Hungarian Empire is trying to do a naval invasion, but they are not going to get northwest Italy. They just do not have the forces. These rings are minefield rings, so that is why we're starting to see a little bit of damage to enemy fleets via mines. I'm hoping once I have sorted all of mine out, which is pretty much nearly done, we should start seeing this soon as well on every single British port. TNT early mixture. Ooh, yes, that is good. Another naval invasion attempt in central Italy. Well, that's not going to work neither. They just don't have the tonnage. Ooh, here we go. Longitudinal strength of hull girder 2. That means good stuff. Bigger light cruisers. Oh, that's happening. A better common pointed ballistic capped shell. Ooh. HE shell penetration. See where that's going. Bloody hell, another one. Anti-submarine early theory. Transport losses. Oh, the Italians did better this time. Oh, northern Canada changed hands while it was attacked from every possible direction. That is us. We've grabbed northern Canada. There's not much of it left. I just wish we could get central USA. Look at all that oil in there, but we just won't invade it. I don't know why. It's really irritating, but having all of that is just really good. Can you believe it? All the refits are actually done, bar from these 3 battleships, which are actually currently doing. Excellent. Construction has continued, resumed on the new armoured cruiser, which is gonna be good, and yes, lovely. I need a few more of them though, so I might even begin building more. I'm gonna get another 5 on the go because I can. In fact, 6. Ooh, nasty one. Italians have lost 10 more transports. Spain didn't do much better though. Ooh, here we go. Government wants to threaten the Spanish with war. What? They've backed out again! How can they do that again? They've lost all of their money and everything. That is ridiculous. Oh, but they're going to war with Japan. I see. I see how it is. We could do destroyers now, though. Oh, and it's kicked off, though. The Italians are now going for the Hungarian homeland. Oh, they're going straight in there. They've got a numerical advantage. They have the ships. Whether it's going to be enough, I don't know. New research. Repair party. That is really good. Ooh, that's nice. Natural oil has been discovered. By me. We want to threaten the Hungarians, yes. They've decided to pay them way out as well. What? Ooh, good tech. Armed merchant ships. That will give the enemy a bit of a shafting, hopefully. Oh my god, big one. France has gone to war with China. Ooh. See, what's interesting about that is that I was actually, because I couldn't get to war with Spain or the Hungarians, I was thinking about moving against China. But if France are going to go and have a tickle, do I team up with China and decide to try and shag the French? Ooh, that's going to be a juicy one. I'm actually in a fairly good position for that as well. Times are changing. I'm actually now implementing the heavy cruisers into the fleets which I have around now surrounding France. And various of their colonies. I'm thinking if I'm going to take on France now, I'm going to have to try and consolidate them. Which doesn't sound good for me, but it actually is. Getting rid of their ports means supply is going to be of major issue to them. So a lot of these straggly little bits of shitty islands will really help them along. If I could take them, that'd be great. All of their gains in South America as well, I can't be having that. Africa, it will stop them as much going around, because when we go to war with them, they're not going to be able to get through here or Gibraltar, so they're going to have to go around the African Horn. And if I can stop them from resupplying on the way, that'll be good. I'll hopefully save some transports. I've got 3 fleets around Vietnam area. Not Vietnam. Fucking hell. Jesus. Cambodia. There we go. All ready to hopefully start a naval invasion, or at least murdering fleets. Now, no land invasion has started yet, which I find interesting. I think the French and the Chinese are just moving their ships to go and do things. The French have started a invasion over here, and currently they have 2 battleships and a light cruiser. That equals 100 100,000 ton. What are they made of? Or they've got big boy battleships. I think they'll blow mine out the water, to be honest. We'll have to have a see. Finally managing to build the final ones of the armoured cruiser, which I can actually show you in a minute. Here she is, designed in 1899 apparently, according to the game. Much better than the replacement for it, which was, if you've been watching, the champion class, which is this scrawny little thing. But now we're going to have to replace, well, not replace, but, well, gradually replace, I suppose. We're going to take combat losses. I'm no longer going to be building the renown class, which is this. This is the Battleship. It's not very big, 9,700 tons. Not massive, first designed in 1800 at the beginning of the game. This is the refitted version now, so it is significantly better. But I'm not building more of these. I need new designs for going forward. Our technology has gone lengths, leaps and bounds since we began. We've got new hulls, new tonnage to play with. I mean, that other one was what, 9,000 tons? We can now go up to 18, double the size if we wish. That first one was on this hull, Battleship 1. Looking at it, we're probably going to be wanting... We'll see, Battleship 2 isn't bad. The speed is a bit dismal though, not going to lie. 17.5, but it is still this era. We can go bigger with the semi-dreadnought. Ooh, that sounds good. Stability is a little bit lower. The floatability is significantly higher. Resistance is a little lower. So looking at it, overall, this is a worse sailing hull. But this one is a little bit better in that compartment. We also have some of these extra bits involved. Ooh, let's have a quick gander. I mean, what can we even stick in here? We have the improved technology now. Dual turrets, which is fantastic, and they have the improved goodness on them. 8 inches are now also Mark IIs, far superior. So these are all casemate. Oh Jesus, look at the size of that. That's a 7-inch casemate. It fills the bloody thing. That would be very good for taking on other large ships, to be fair. More like armoured cruisers, but we need the battleships to be taking on other battleships. So we're talking a minimum of 10-inch gun on there. Looking at the size, weight of that French battleship, we may need to go heavier. Probably. I can go up to Mark II on all of these now, which is rather good. But do I want them on here, this hull? I'm not convinced, to be completely honest. Let's have a look at the semi-dreadnought. So we're nearly in that era now of things going super good. Bear in mind we could stick the bets on. Let's go in centre line. 11-inch. Let's just bung one there for the time being. Can't stick any there, however. Any babettes? No, it won't let me do that. Any side ones? Is that what this is? Yes, this is equipped for side murderage. Okay. So what are we going to get the most out of then? Something like this, perhaps. Fat gun. And a not quite as fat gun, maybe. My other problem with sticking on the large cannon on the side is that it just doesn't look right, does it? That one there is a 9-inch, and that sticks over, and that's when I've whacked it all the way. Preferably I still want skinny, speedy boats. They can't take as much pain, but they can actually get out of there a little bit more. It's generally more manoeuvrable, and the range drastically increases. Now you might say, oh, why don't you stick it on that? Oh, well, it's just big and fat and wobbly then, they can't shoot, so that's no good. Smaller in this case is a little bit more efficient. Alrighty, I've been playing. So, if I'm going to choose one, it's either going to look like this. This is the semi-dreadnought hull. Managed to plonk on 11-inch guns fore and aft, and twin 7-inch guns on, well, there's 4 of them. It's a bit mad. It's quite good actually, and it looks like it fits, which is lovely. And we also have a front tower 5, a rear tower 4, some decent funnelage, engine efficiency is good. We have 18 knots, which is pretty much as optimised as it's going to get. Bulkheads at maximum range is good. All of this gubbins comparison to the old stuff. We have the induced boiler still. There's a brand new engine, which is far better than the other one. New technology, petrol engine as an auxiliary. That is going to save us a lot of flooding and everything else. We have Harvey armor now, which is a lot better. Babette 1 as standard. Flash fire chance is still currently quite high, but this is just a rush job currently. Anti-torp 1. Torpedoes are a menace, need to be protected. Double hull bottom, again, more protection. Anti-flooding 2, more protection. Flooding is a bastard. If this gets a big list on it, it can't fire its guns, then it is useless. Bit pointless really. That sums that up a little bit. I've not really played with the armour or anything, but that sums that up, and that is about 43 million. With the extra armour on it, just call it 45. Now this one is the Battleship 2 hull. Older. When it loads. Eventually. There we go. Now this has a very similar complement. This has the 11-inch guns still. We have the 7-inch gun casemates, however there's one less technically, as they're all singles, but it is what it is. We have some 6 inches though on the bow and stern as well, and a few little epoxy things in between. Engine efficiency is good. Main thing that I don't like, we have the front tower 4. The 5 will not fit. That means it's going to be less accurate and not as good at damage to control or spotting or anything. The rear tower, similar deal. That's actually the same tower that we've got in the newly refurbed Battleship of the 1890s, which is not great. Now, the speed on this is slower, again, not great neither. As well, yes, it's just not great. We've got all the same stuff as on the other one. Armour, I've not really looked at that. But in general, this is a little bit cheaper. But I think it's just going to get blasted out of the water, to be completely honest with you. It's thinner, so it'll take more damage from penetrating shells. I'm not going to be able to get the armour as high, which is going to be a bit of a nuisance. And so on and so on. So I think when I do a proper design, coming into the new season, as this is going to be the final episode for this season, until the war kicks off with France, then I think that we shall do something like the whatever this one is when it loads. Today, there we go. Maybe something a little bit more like this. Heavier gun in, well, it's not really, but it should be able to take significantly more punishment. And that's going to be a big thing if the French are fielding large battleship. This isn't much heavier. What I'm planning on doing, keeping them fairly small. I'll juggle this up slightly just to the point where it doesn't grow, if you know what I mean. Somewhere around when it goes. Ooh, there. See that? That jumped up significantly bigger. There we go. Something like that. Compact, but we've got more weight to play with now. And so on and so on. So it's probably going to be about 14,000 tons, which is probably around 50% heavier than the previous battleship design, which is going to be replacing it. Which is good. That's a good improvement. Yeah, there you go. Now I upgraded these to 10 inches. The new ones are going to have 11 inches. We need that penetrating power. They're also going to be on super heavy, well, not super heavy, but heavy shells to give them that extra boost as well. So yes, that's the plan for that. Now you've already seen the heavy cruisers that we have. That is from, ooh, I don't know now. One of the hulls, where did it go? Let's have a look. Oh, technically old hull can't build it anymore. Okay. Do we just, no. I was going to say, do we start a new design for the armoured cruiser as well then, but I think I'll just refit these when they're a little bit more significantly not as good. They've just been built, my newest boat. I'll leave them to it. Going forward, I will not be able to use that hull. Light cruiser. Now that is a different ball game altogether. Now, currently we have a torpedo cruiser hull, which is absolutely minute. However, we can now build things which are significantly better. Now, my only problem is I've got that many of them. Well, it's going to be a significant cost increase regardless, but it's going to have to be somewhat sustainable to keep building them again and again and again. I've got loads of them. These things, this is the upgraded version as well, so 2.5 million. Now, firepower wise, they're not great. I mean, it's a cheaper Geopolitical, let's put it that way. This is a vast improvement over the first design of it, but still, the hull is old, they can't take much punishment. So I think going forward, a better light cruiser will be one which could sustain more damage. Looking at the hulls themselves, I mean, I was eyeing this one up on a few episodes ago. The semi-armoured cruiser 1. Now, this does not have major room for big guns on it, but it is a light cruiser. So if it could take out other cruisers, that would be wonderful. That's all it needs to do. It doesn't need to be very fast, as the battleships aren't very fast. A bit faster than them will be good, which it is about 2 knots more. That will do. This is the light cruiser 2 hull, basically the other one but better and bigger. Now, look at the resistance. The resistance on that is plus 25, so that is shit. Now that one on there, the light cruiser one, that's just the same. So the only one which could take punishment is this. So I'm going to have to improve and go to this one. Now another question is the torpedo boat. This is our current design. Everything has been upgraded to this. Not much in terms of actual cannon, but torpedoes, vast quantities, and these have a upgraded range as well. The newer design will be far superior in terms of range, nearly double, and they'll be fast. It's going to be nasty. Now these, I built these originally to be expendable. You throw them at the enemy and they just murder them. Cheap and replaceable. So do I go for that run again? I've got other options now, seeing as we have the torpedo boat hull. Oh my god. Oh sorry, torpedo boat destroyer hull, so that's a bit of an in-between. Already significantly more expensive, but we can really whack that up. I don't know why it's saying the weight of it is ridiculous. There's nothing on it. What is that about? Oh, it was an engine thing. But no, we did it. So there's that. Now, we can't stick armour on this thing, so this is just as vulnerable as the other, but more expensive. So is it worth doing it? It's just a bigger torpedo boat, really. Now, a nice juicy upgrade that we couldn't do before is the torpedo deck tubes are now doubles. You could really actually whack a good number of these on. You know, you can go nuts, but it's just so squishy. So let's compare with the destroyer, as we now have this as well. And this thing, more versatile. It can actually have a bit of armor on. Not much, but that little bit, oh, it makes such a difference. The resistance is higher and everything else. And it's quicker. 33.5 knots. That is going to save its ass, I'm sure of it. And who doesn't love a good destroyer as well? I'll be able to stick the advanced towers on, so accuracy is going to be better. Armoured tower at the back, you could stick a cannon on that apparently. You've got armoured towers, you've got actual normal towers which improve things and do all the gubbins you actually want a tower to do. Or you could stick one of them on, I think I prefer the other one. Although stats wise, it's not actually much worse off. Maybe I will bung one of them on. I mean, what kind of cannon can we stick on that? won't let me stick a 4 on. I can stick a 3 on it. 3 is still significant. I can't shoot backwards though. Seems a bit daft. I might tickle it, I don't know yet, I haven't decided. Unless it's more designed for a 2. See, I don't think the gun's going to swivel, so I don't think the design is actually valid. I'll avoid that, because I can't be bothered building a lot of them and then getting shafted in the arse afterwards. When the bloody gun doesn't work, nobody wants that. Now we could stick a forward mount cannon at the front. I think that's what that bit is probably going to be used for. When I get rid of this, there we go. Now what I'm a little bit concerned of is 4 weight. Oh, there we go, I can stick a forward mounted cannon. Looks a bit stumpy, but it is what it is at the moment. We're just having a bit of a play around. Nothing is fixed in stone just yet. We have the... oh, see look, where's all the weight gone? I'm going to have to do them skinny. Save on weight. And then we want it so it doesn't grow. There we go. Okay, shriveled back a smidge. Somewhere around there. I've got more space to play with now. Crew, right at the bottom. Boilers. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh no! Fixed it. Induced boilers. Steam-powered engines. Not the little ones, but the better ones. Balanced rudders. I just like them. Harvey's, Babette 1. Chance of being hit by a torpedo is reduced, because we are significantly better. We'll go for anti-flooding too. If need to be, we can always stick a double hull on it. Ammunition, we always need more ammunition. See, we can stick a rangefinder on this thing. The guns might actually be useful. Now, it's not going to be taking out other pissing cruisers or anything. It might tickle them a little bit, but it's the other destroyers and the other torpedo boats that we need to destroy. And of course destroying big boats like a battleship with the nasty torpedoes going in for a bit of a kill. Hence we need lots of torpedoes on it still, but I'm going to lean a little bit more towards cannon as well, seeing as we should be more accurate and it could be a valid option to actually take them out. Now the question is, do I go for a bigger cannon or do I go for a smaller one? Because the smaller one, you know, it doesn't take that much to take out a destroyer, really. Let's have a look. This 5-inch shell there. Sorry, oh my god, I've got rid of it. I didn't want to do that. Go back. There we go. A high explosive shell on this, in its current form, will go through 0.5 inches worth of armour. Now, currently I've got the armour quality penetration thing at 40%. I'm going to whack it up to 55. Because that's where things are going. There we go. Okay. So the range on this is actually quite far, nearly 10 kilometers. But let's try and increase that. I mean, what's the armor on this? Armor on this I can stick at the side, and the generic armor is 0.5. So at point blank, pretty much, this thing will go through this itself. So that's not great. Let's stick heavy on. That's better, but not a vast improvement. See, the armor piercing will go through, but I want the high explosives to go in. We can have a look at this. We could stick a common pointed ballistic cap to a soft cap. See, the HE penetration goes through the roof. That should go through. 5,000 meters is probably a more realistic range to actually be scoring a hit. That will go through. That suits me plenty. And we can stick full high explosive rounds on it. It's not going to be taken on any. It's not going to pen anything bigger than that. So if anything, it just causes fires and other bits of gubbins like that on the bigger boat with the cannon, and let the torpedoes do the talking with that. I think that is going to be pretty much what a finished product is going to look like. There we go. Dual torpedoes. Actually, a little bit less torpedoes than on the other ship. 17 inches though, they're going to be fast. These are going to have a range of, with the improvements, 2.3 kilometers. They're rapid. If you watched the previous episode, I think it was, then you'll see just how deadly those fast torpedoes were. It was ridiculous. It's going to have rangefinders on it. 5-inch gun will be able to knock out anything, which is nasty. 3.4 million. Nearly 4 times as expensive as one of the other torpedo boats. Is it worth it? We'll have to see. We'll have to do a full comparison. I'm going to leave it for next season when hopefully we have a war with France. It could be China at this point. It could be any of the others. I don't actually know. Until one of them decides that we're going to murder them and accept it, then yes, that's going to happen. But until then, I hope to see you in the new season. The playlist will be on your screen shortly. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, especially about these designs. I shall see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. See you now. Bye-bye. I'm glad you liked that one. There's more of that on your screen right now. Make sure that you tickle that before you disappear and hit the like button. That makes me rather excited. And if you hit the subscribe button, I'll be even more excited. Don't forget about the links in the description. There's plenty of good things in there, from a Discord link to instant gaming links and all of that shabazz. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.